I'd just like to walk you through our finished product of a modular desalination system. We're going to finer details at a later stage. Let's have a quick walkthrough. We're still busy with the electrics of the system. It's a full PLC operated system, online monitoring, off-site, problem solving. It helps the clients, especially who are sending these systems up into Africa and remote areas. As you can see, we've gone with the top of the range components, super duplex pumps, axial piston pumps, super duplex fittings, top of the range transmitters. We've got custom built gauges for Saltech on all our systems. We've got 316 framework with first line membrane vessels. These systems that we produce are systems that we need to go out into the market that lasts a long time. We don't want comebacks. We can't afford technicians to go out to site. So when designing these systems, we design them to last with the top of the range components, not skimping on any costs. And the clients are really enjoying our systems in the market. We haven't had any issues. So I'll run through the system with you. This specific client is got a very high TDS borehole situation. His TDS is actually 52,000 TDS. Just to give you an idea that seawater is 32 to 35,000 TDS, so you can see he's got an elevated TDS level. And as well as with that elevated TDS level in his water, he's got high iron, high manganese. So I'll go through a quick process with you. I'm not going to go into much details of how we treat that water before it hits your main system. Now, if you don't get that treatment correct, your main desal system is problematic. The membranes will foul, the pumps will break, your system will take a lot of strain, and in terms of just super high maintenance for our clients. So we need to ensure that we design the baseline of the system and treat that water 100% before it hits your investment. Right, so from there we go through the borehole system. We've got a mixing system over here. We dose a certain chemical and we calculate the time frame that chemical has time to mix and react with the water. From there it goes into your settling tanks. On the settling tanks we've got a purge system, so every couple of hours a settling tank will purge and get all the dirt out. From that settling tank we go through an overflow. From that overflow it goes into a holding tank, a raw water holding tank. From that raw water holding tank we go through our filtration system. We use activator media and another special type of media that we're using for this application. Due to the high TDS levels and the parameters that we're dealing with the water, we've gone for a specific type of media that's to Saltech. It's a mixture that's working great, and only Saltech does it. From the filtration system, it runs back and it goes into your pre-treatment holding tanks. Now that pre-treatment holding tank is now purely treated, clean, high TDS level water. And then from there, it goes into our desal system and it does its work, what it's supposed to, and you're getting product levels ranging from 150 to 350 ppm. Now this specific system was designed for a company that is close to shore. They haven't got access to the actual seawater, so they had to drill a borehole. And unfortunately, with all the building works around there, the water quality was super bad. So they couldn't use it for their ice factories, they couldn't use it for their processing plants, and our system is basically the foundation of their whole facility. And that's why we've gone for the remote monitoring. Now, the remote monitoring offers in-house monitoring for the client itself, that the engineers can sit in their offices and they don't have to be at the system all the time to monitor water quality, production levels, how the filtration system's doing, what's the pressure rating on the system and how everything is performing, as well as us here at our Saltech head office. We can log into the system once a day and see how things are going and talk to the engineers, plan processes. If it's not 100% of what we need, we can adjust everything from our head office. Pressure ratings, flow rates, filtration rates. We don't have to charge a client for coming out to site, and the client doesn't have to call us every time there's an issue. There we can monitor everything quickly on our phones and as well as the PCs. So it's just a general rundown of our modular systems. The main thing about these modular systems is that for guys up in Africa that are doing construction, hotel groups that haven't got actual physical buildings for these systems, it's a modular system. It comes in a container, it arrives, put it in, plug it to your tanks, get the feed water in, turn it on, and we're done. It's a very nice system. All of our containers come with epoxy coated, marine epoxy coated paintwork around the container. We've formulated a paint with Jotun Paints that it's super hardcore. There's no rust with these systems. Most of the container systems on the market, their paint work is not great, so after 5-6 years, especially on the coastline, they start rusting and they start looking really bad. We've opted to invest a little bit more into the actual physical looking after your investment, as these systems aren't that cheap. And just with the coating side, we've seen a significant client satisfaction with their system still looking good in 2-3 years time. We've gone for rubberized flooring, drains in the back. You know, your mixing systems are close to the door, so when the guys are mixing chemicals and filling up their chemicals for their dosing system, everything is here. They can sweep out the water, and yeah, it's a very simple but yet effective solution. If you guys are looking for any desalination solutions, our contact details below. Remember, desalination simplified.